I got all these items for $42.05 at the Dollar General, so please join me. Welcome to The Bold Encourager. I'm Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It just allows for me to get my positive, encouraging messages out to everyone. Let's start with the veggies. I got this for $2.75 the broccoli, $1.50 for the green beans, and $1.50 for the mixed vegetables. For each of these cans, I spent $1.25, and they're perfect item for lunch. They're all soups, and they are Campbell's, which is a big brand, so this was a great deal. I got the oven roasted and the Southwest chicken for $2.50 each. I got these Italian meatballs for $2.75. This Eckrich jalapeno and cheddar smoked sausage was $3.95. These sausage links were only $2 each. This Armour smoked sausage was only $1.35. This Daisy cottage cheese was $4.25. This sharp cheddar cheese was only $2.50. This buttermilk dressing was $1.95. I got this salad mix, which is just a hearts of romaine, for $2.50. I got these strawberries for $3.50. The strawberries look really good. I got this pasta sauce for $1, which is a really good deal for pasta sauce now. I got these bananas for 35 cents, which is a very great deal. I got this big bag of potatoes for $1.95. Now I'm going to share what I ate for breakfast for day 1 to day 5. I'm going to make whipped cottage cheese with fruit. So you need cottage cheese, your strawberries, your bananas, and whatever your preferred sweetener is. I used coconut sugar. Whatever you have on hand will work. So basically you're going to take the cottage cheese and put it in your food processor, and then you're going to whip it until it's very smooth. And then you're going to take the whipped cottage cheese and you're going to put it on a plate and decorate it with the strawberries and the banana and your sweetener. It's delicious. For lunch, on day 1 and day 5, I ate Campbell's beef barley soup. For day 1, I went ahead and strained some of the liquid from the soup and reserved it for my dinner recipe. So I recommend you do the same because you can use it kind of as a gravy. Then you're going to put the liquid in the fridge to use for later. And of course, you're just going to warm up your soup in the microwave on the stove for lunch. For dinner day 1, I made potato and sausage casserole. So the ingredients for this recipe is potatoes. I used 4 potatoes. Then the jalapeno cheddar sausages. Then the maple links. Then you're going to use also the frozen green beans along with the cheddar, the sharp cheddar that I got. And first you're going to start with, you've peeled the potatoes and you're going to cut the potatoes into small little pieces so they cook very well. So now you're going to take the potatoes and put them in a pan with water, and you're going to boil them until they are ready to go and soft. And then you're going to cut up your sausages into little pieces so they're ready to also be cooked in the pan. You're going to cook it in the pan before you put it in the casserole. And while you're going to boil the potatoes in about 5 to 7 minutes so that it's ready to go in the pan. So then you're going to pour that reserved liquid over the sausage, add the green beans. Then once you've added the green beans, make sure your oven is preheated to 375. You're going to cook it in there for about 30 minutes. It's going to look like this. And then you're going to put in the oven, of course, for about 30 minutes. Then you're going to want to put the cheese on the potatoes and cook it for another 5 minutes. And then it's ready to come out. You want to cool it down, put it on a nice plate, put it for your family. It may not look much, but it is delicious. So for day 2 for lunch, I had Campbell's chicken noodle soup. So I'm going to do what I did previously with the other lunch, and I'm going to strain some of the liquid from the soup to reserve for the dinner recipe. I would recommend straining about half the liquid from the soup. It still has a lot of
liquid and meat and everything, so it's still really tasty. Then you would just need to warm your soup in the microwave or on the stove for lunch. For dinner, day 2, I made chicken salad and potato puree. So you're going to need some potatoes. I decided just to use 2 potatoes because it's going to just be the puree. And of course, you need your chicken stock from the chicken soup from lunch and ranch dressing for your salad. Then of course, we're going to have use this Southwest chicken that we got, and then the romaine lettuce. So it's going to be easy dinner. So there are multiple ways you can cook this chicken on the package. I went ahead and did the air fryer option. While the air fryer was going, I went ahead and boiled the potatoes so I could make the mashed puree, or however you want to call it. And then you want to make it to where the potatoes are easy to cut with a fork. Basically cooking it like mashed potatoes. And instead of adding some milk, I went ahead and used the chicken stock. Then I went ahead and mashed it. Now it's up to you if you want to add some milk and butter. You can, but it isn't necessary because we didn't get that from the store. So then you plate your chicken salad with your potato puree and you put some shredded cheese on top, and it was good. For lunch day 3, I made ham and bean soup with smoked sausage. So all I did was take this soup and the sausage I got that was really cheap, I went ahead and put that in the air fryer, and then I just warmed up the soup and put the sausage on top. It just gave it a little something extra because it was kind of plain, so it just dressed it up a little bit. For dinner day 3, I made a meatball and potato casserole. So this is kind of a different spin because you're going to use potatoes instead of pasta. So you're going to need meatballs. I put about 2.5 potatoes and then this pasta sauce. So it's a very simple menu. You don't need a lot of ingredients, and it's very easy to make this. So what you need to do is slice up the potatoes. I, of course, peeled them. You're kind of making them into thin slices, just cutting them into this direction. I accidentally cut it without recording it, and then you're going to boil them just as you would before for 5 to 7 minutes. And you're going to arrange them, and your oven's going to be preheated to 375 degrees again. And then you're just arranging these potatoes with the meatballs and making a fun design. It's kind of a different spin. You're just kind of making it so they all fit in nicely like this, and it's pretty cool looking. Then you're going to pour all the pasta sauce on top. You're going to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes or so, and you're going to pull it out of the oven. Of course, I put seasoning on there, oregano, whatever seasoning you have, Italian seasoning on there, and put it with a side salad with the ranch dressing. But it was really good, and I hope you like it too. For dinner day 4, I made sausage with a potato bun and potato wedges. So first, I'm going to show you how I cut the potatoes up. This is one of the ingredients. The first potato I'm going to cut up that way because that's going to be for the potato sandwich. So slice that way. And this is what I'm doing for the potato wedges. Now I'm going to put the potato wedges in my air fryer along with the potato bun things in the air fryer for about 15 to 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Then I have my my vegetables I cooked in the microwave or on a stovetop, and then I just cooked my sausage in the air fryer. And this is how it turned out. It was really easy and really good. For lunch day 5, I made Campbell's loaded potato soup and sausage. So this is a loaded potato soup, but I also put some sausage, that maple sausage, in the air fryer to add to this. But what I'm doing is reserving some liquid from this potato soup for the dinner recipe. I used an egg separator, but you probably could use a strainer. I just thought this would work better. So I reserved the soup that I saved and put it in the fridge. And then I just warmed up the soup in the microwave that I was going to eat for lunch and added the sausage, and it was delicious. Dinner day 5, I made this scalloped potato casserole. So first you're going to take your potatoes and you're going to put them on the side of the shredder and do scalloped cuts. And I did about 3 to 4 potatoes on this one, and you're going to cut them all down. Then you're going to take your loaded potato soup that we reserved on the side and add the rest of your shredded cheese so you can make your cheese sauce for the scalloped potato recipe. Then you're going to layer all the potatoes on the bottom and add cheese. And then remember the broccoli we had gotten, we're going to put that on top of the cheese. So they're going to be broccoli in the middle, kind of, along with our protein. So we're going to take this oven roasted chicken that we got and we're going to put it on top of the broccoli. And then we're going to take some of the sausage we had left from the maple sausage and cut those up and put them in. And then we're going to take the rest of the scalloped potatoes and put them on the top. And then we're going to cover that with the cheese sauce that we made. So we're going to have the oven at 400 degrees and we're going to have to cook it for about 50 minutes to an hour because it has to cook thoroughly. And it's going to come out looking very beautiful, very golden looking. The potatoes are going to be very, very finely cooked and nice. And it was delicious. I recommend you do this. I know it's a lot more work, but it's totally worth it and your family's going to enjoy it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video about making budget meals from Dollar General. My hope is that I give you ideas. I know there's probably some recipes you're like, I probably won't make that. But I hope that there's a lot that you will make, and also that this video encourages you to let you know, hey, it's possible to have a limited amount of money and still buy a good amount of food for your family. So that's my hope. That's my dream for you. Also that you get ideas, because I've been there before where I barely was making it. I was paycheck to paycheck. And thankfully, because of that, I was able to create meals and become really creative with my meals because I had limited amount of money. And that was because I just wasn't making very much money at the time, and also I just moved to California and it was really expensive. I live in Nevada now. But regardless of all that, I would say no matter where you live, no matter what you have as resources, there's always a way. And my whole heart is to encourage you and give you hope that there is a way to make things work, even with a little bit of money. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out so much. Also, if you haven't followed me on social media, please follow me on social media. The links are down below. Also, if you haven't hit that notification bell, please hit that notification bell. It'll let you know every time I post a new video. Well, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you stay encouraged.